On my YouTube channel about a video I posted, and I will probably put it somewhere on here. And I just wanted to speak to it for a moment because the individual was a very beautiful being and brought up some important aspects that I think I really wanted to speak to. So this individual was commenting on the video that I shared and saying, they follow the Bible, and if my teachings are aligned with that, then that's a good thing. And so I left a beautiful message, and my response back was, "Thank you for sharing. I appreciate your insight, and the beautiful thing about the pathway to God, source, creator, we get to decide what that path looks like and how we discover that and how we discover that essence for ourselves, our connection. If we remember our connection, that we are the very extension of God, source, creator in this experience. And the beautiful thing about coming to this earthly experience is that we get given free will. We are gifted the ability to determine, to find the truth, to find our connection, our essence, our relationship with God in whatever way suits us. And I went on to share on this message that there are multiple pathways to finding God. And some do it through religion, Christianity, Muslim, Buddhist. There is so many pathways to finding the connection that our soul seeks, that helps us from a human lens understand our connection to God and feel at one with this presence. And so I thought it was a beautiful thing because so many times these comments or different things are ways to find separation between each other. And at the end of this all, we're going to find out that we are speaking about the same thing. We are talking about the same thing. It's just our understanding. It's our conscious awareness of this connection. It is how we speak, how we feel connected. And sometimes I think we are so inclined, or the human mind is so inclined to find our differences when we could recognize that we have so much to learn from anyone. And I know personally from my own experience, God speaks through people. God speaks to me through trees, through animals, through essences, there's so many ways we can receive a message. And there's so many ways we can deepen our connection. There's so many things we can learn from other people. Like I love learning about other cultures, other religions, their understanding. I've done a lot of my own personal deep dive into different cultures and practices and belief systems to grow and expand my consciousness, because there's so much that I know just through my journeying and consciousness and exploration and knowing other lifetimes and the connections to other cultures. And what I'm trying to get at through all of this is, instead of looking at the reasons that make us different, how can we actually be open to learn and explore and expand our awareness beyond what we believed? And it was beautiful. And there was also the undertone of judgment that if it's not this way, then it's not the right way, or that there isn't something meaningful in it. And just like we go to the education system to learn, just like we go to, different things, education, schooling, we are in the school of life. And we have such a greater capacity to expand ourselves and learn from each other, and being open and receptive. And I think sometimes we can close ourselves off from deepening our connection to source, to God, source, creator, whatever term you want to use, universe. It doesn't matter so much because at the end of this, all we are going to find out that we've been talking about the same thing, and it was just our pathway to find it. It was just our pathway to get there. And so I felt called to speak to that because I think if we're stepping into judgment, we're missing the whole point of unconditional love, that God, you could say Christ consciousness is actually inviting us into. It was love, unconditionally loving our neighbors, unconditionally loving ourselves. That means loving without condition or expectation that people actually need to be what we perceive them to be or what we think they should be. And it's how can we open and expand our heart even more and allow more in, and we get to decide what resonates for us and what we get to take away from any situation. So that is my beautiful spiel for the day, and I thought I would just drop it here. And with that, beautiful, beautiful souls, I am sending everybody so much love.